Ooh. Okay. I need to get some more lights. Okay, can I see? What can I see? I can see my glasses. Hey, Nick. How are you, my love? Look, girl, I'm trying to go live here and on Facebook. Facebook might have to get cut off because I don't know. I'm about to hit the live. I just want to show them the little snow globe. Do I look dark on your end? Like, is the lighting okay? Let's see. Okay. I'm okay. I didn't go live last week. I went live. The last time I went live was the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Okay, light looks good. Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna try to go live on Facebook. I don't know how long this gonna last, child. We're gonna see. But how you doing? I'm gonna be looking back and forth to both of these screens. Nope, you didn't miss anything. Facebook, what's going on? Listen, I got to talk to y'all, and I'm over here talking to my YouTube family. I'm trying to do like double lives at the same time. I ain't never done this before, so y'all bear with me. I really only wanted to come up here to show y'all, like, y'all know I posted a video showing the little open snow globe. So I wanted to show that to both of y'all at the same time. And if my live lasts long enough up here on Facebook, then y'all will get to see me making the mocktail and cocktail. So for my YouTube girlies, hey sugars, how y'all doing? It's good to be back. I had to take a week off. I was thinking about going live last Thursday, but then I was just like, I just wasn't feeling it. And I don't want to force anything. So if it's not right, if I'm not feeling right, I'm not doing it. That's the whole thing. Like living in alignment, it's for more than one thing. So if I'm not feeling it, I'm not forcing it. I am wearing the green, and let me tell y'all something. So y'all know that I had the pant sets, right? I just showed those, one pink and one black. Being in business, it ain't for the weak and child. So I had to find a new supplier. So I'm kind of bummed about that because I really like the pattern on that one. But the supplier for the short sets, this is the top to the shorts, but they have it in pants as well. Let me get something to drink because I'm a little thirsty. And y'all know how my throat, for those of you who are on Facebook, y'all don't know, but sometimes my throat be acting real crazy. It be acting real ashy when I'm going live. So I got to keep some water over here in the cut. Because I can't be sounding crazy. So I don't know who's on from Facebook, but welcome. This is my first time going live, like making the cocktail and stuff. YouTube, they here, they my family, they with me every week that I go live. So I said I was gonna try to go live on both at the same time. We're gonna see how this works. Okay, so earlier today, I posted the little snow globe. This is what it looks like. So I'm gonna show it to y'all. And there it is. And look, it's frozen. So this is cranberries. I poured water over it to make it look like a little ice skating rink and put a sprig of rosemary right there in the middle. So there is the little snow globe. Now, this is what makes it pretty. So for those of you who are new watching, I've told y'all before, the price of wines does not always equate to the flavor of the wine. It does not always equate to the depth of the wine, and it does not always equate to how good a wine is or is not. So this is Dark Horse. This is one of my favorite go-to sparkling wines that's inexpensive. This is a dry wine. It is citrusy. It is full of bubbles, and it costs about $6.99 a can. So here we are, and you can see how pretty that is. Look at that. So there is the little snow globe with the sparkling wine on top. You can do this if you drink, and it'll keep your wine cold. So if you drink like sparkling cider, if you drink excuse me, like the sparkling grape juice or any of those. And it doesn't even have to be a sparkling. I just think that the sparkling plays very well with the ice rink at the bottom and the cranberries. It just makes it look very festive. So this is the snow globe with some sparkling wine on top. And the way that I made it, I just took a glass, and you can make it in any type of glass. This is just a stemless wine glass. If you wanted to, you could just put some cranberries in the bottom of it, pour a little bit of water, and make sure your rosemary sprig is long enough for you to sit it in and stabilize it with some cranberries. And that is all I did for the open snow globe. So this is the open snow globe. Cheers to you, Facebook, for joining me for the first time. And cheers to my YouTube family for always rocking with me. All right, so let's get a little festive. This is good. Hey, sis. Hey, Cal. So this is the snow globe that I made earlier. And I just poured a little champagne, sparkling wine on top. So it's perfect for any type of sparkling drink. And if you like wanted a pink lemonade on top or, lemonade, any type of drink that you want. I just love this because it is so festive. This bottom layer is frozen cranberries and water. I just made like an ice rink, stuck the rosemary sprig in. The video is posted from earlier showing how I made it. Now let's get down to business. So tonight's drink is gonna use a little torch. We're gonna do some fire and desire. Hey. Okay, let me stop playing. All right, so tonight's drink is going to be called the Minty Crème Brûlée Mocktail and Cocktail. All right, let's see. Making sure I didn't miss any of my messages down. The cup. This one or this one? Or this one? Which one, Neek? So let's see. Yes. So these are going to be our mugs because we are making a warm drink tonight. This is actually a stackable snowman set that I have. So we're going to use like the head and the body, the Santa cup. What's Santa? This one? Oh, this one? Mrs. Claus? Girl, I got all kinds of Christmas cups everywhere. So this is what we're going to do tonight. So we're going to use our snowman cups. I'm going to set these out of the way so that we can go ahead and get started on making our mocktail and cocktail. First, we're going to need to steam some milk. So I'm using my electric steamer. I'm just going to put some milk in here and then I'm going to steam it and while I prep everything else. So you're going to need another Christmas cup glass, my little snowman glass. This is almond milk. You're going to need 1 cup of milk and I don't need to measure this out because both drinks are going to call for 1 cup of steamed milk. The big one right there. It's just sitting on top. Oh, yeah, it's a snowman. Yep, it's 2 snowmen. It's a 4-piece set, but this is the head and this is the part of the body. Hey, Alicia. So we're going to go ahead and pour in. This is 2 cups of milk. So we're going to pour this into the steamer and it's going to only take a few seconds for that to steam up. All right, so we'll go ahead and let that milk steam. And then these are little peppermint spoons. So we're going to take the peppermint spoons and those are going to be our garnish. So I'm going to sit those to the side. Now, look, y'all bear with me because I haven't bruleed anything on camera before. So hopefully we don't have no mishaps. Mishaps meaning fire. Mishaps meaning I burned the topping because we're going to coat the top with our crushed peppermint and sugar. So we have some crushed peppermint and sugar, and we're just making it festive. We're trying to get as festive as possible. So glad to see you, Alicia. So yeah, so this is going to be our topping. This is going to be our brulee on our drink. All right, so we are going to make the first one, and I have my recipe up here, y'all. I made this recipe up, so we hoping that it's gonna come out. Now, listen, for those of you who are new, the drinks that I've been making, they've been coming out real good. for the little homemade cocktail and mocktail drinks. I do have a little bit of help on the side, and her name is Rosie, also known as ChatGPT. If you didn't know, she can help you, or he, if you know you want yours to be a boy. But mine is called Rosie. All right, so we are going to go ahead and get ready to get started. So you're going to need some peppermint. You can use peppermint syrup or peppermint extract. So I'm using some peppermint extract, and we're going to just put everything right into the mug, okay? Now, I know some of y'all like chocolate, so we're going to swirl some of this Hershey's into both cups, just a little bit, because I don't really like a whole lot of chocolate, but if this were a clear glass, it would show all the layers. However, we're going with Frosty the Snowman, so you're not going to be able to see the layers, but I will show you, as much as I can. All right. And all I did was drizzled it in the top, nothing fancy, just drizzled it in so that when you pour the milk and stuff in there, you'll start to get all of that. You'll get the milk, you'll get the chocolate, which is going to give you that chocolate milk taste. I'm just going to put just a very small amount in here because, like I said, I don't want a whole lot of chocolate. And plus for the mocktail, for the cocktail, we're going to be using creme de cacao. So that's going to be enough chocolate for me anyway. All right, so we have our 2 mugs. Let's set those to the side. Actually, we're going to keep this one because we're going to build the mocktail right in the mug. And I do need my my measuring cup, because I'm going to need to pour my milk out, making sure I don't put too much milk in them, because you don't want to overpower your drink with too much milk. Thanks, Neek. Yes, hit the like button. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And if you're on Facebook and you feel like sending a star or 2, girl, go run them stars up. All right. So Alicia, you missed it earlier. I made an open snow globe, and here it is. This is a coupe glass. I put cranberries in here, poured water to make it look like a little ice skating rink. Then I stuck a rosemary sprig in the center, stuck it in the freezer so it could freeze, and I poured sparkling wine on top just to make it look festive. All right. Our milk is now warm and has steamed, and you can see the steam. So we're going to go in with 1 cup of steamed milk. All right. 1 cup of steamed milk. Then we're going to go in with 1 teaspoon of our vanilla bourbon syrup. Got this from where? Trader Joe's. So we're going in with 1 teaspoon of syrup. This is going to give you another sweet element. All right. And y'all couldn't see it the last time because they wouldn't pop up, but you can kind of see like the little dark specks on here, I think. And these are the vanilla bean dots. And he would be calling me right now. Facebook, I got to go because I got to answer this call. Yes. Hello? Hey, I'm on live. Oh, bye. That was quick. All right. I ended Facebook. This too much back and forth for me. I need to stick with y'all. It said it'll be deleted after 30 days. Okay, that's fine. All right, cool. All right, Facebook, I ain't got to worry about that. Ooh, that was a lot, girl. Okay, back to y'all. Okay, so we have our 1 cup of steamed milk in. We have a teaspoon of vanilla syrup. Now we're going to go in with a 1/4 teaspoon of the peppermint extract. All right. And if you get a little extra, that's fine. It's just going to make it even more minty. Then we are going to top that with some whipped topping. And I probably should have used a different mug because this is, I am going to use a different mug because I got to switch it. I'm sorry, y'all. The reason I need to switch it is because this mug, you're not going to be able to see the whipped topping. But what you can see is how chocolatey it is. And what I will do, since we now have a clear glass, child, Neek, it was too much, child. I'm trying to focus on here and there and everywhere. It don't work like that for me. All right, so we got a little bit of syrup in there, just a little bit. Next thing we're going to do is add some whipped topping. All right. Then we're going to add some of our, I don't like the way that's in the camera. Then we're going to take some of our mint and sugar. This is just a peppermint, a candy cane that I crushed and added it to some sugar. And it said to spread it liberally. So that's what I'm doing, liberally. Okay. It's pretty without even the flambe or the creme brulee. Now look, here we go. Let's see if we can brulee it. It's supposed to give you like, oh shoot. Okay. It's supposed to make it shiny and glossy. And it's making it shiny and glossy. Okay, that's enough. Y'all can't see it. That daggone light. Let me see if I take the light down. Now you should be able to see. Can y'all see how we gave it like a little gloss and a little foam? Probably not. That's a horrible view. I need to get some better camera or something. But okay, let's try. Let's go in and try our mocktail. Oh, wait, we got to finish it off. Look how cute that is. Look how cute. How cute is that? Okay. Ooh, it's not very chocolatey. Oh my gosh, that is so good. That's good. And you get the candy. It's like it kind of made the sugar and the peppermint into like a little sheet of like a candy topping. I like that. I like that. And because the milk is warm, that's going to cause the little peppermint spoon to melt more into the drink. And then you can see the chocolate at the bottom. Okay, I like it. I like it. Oh, shucks. Okay. We did something there. Now let's go in and start our cocktail. Oh, Lord. Let me see, y'all. Hold on. Hold the line. I'm going to go back live with the Facebook people so they can see the cocktail. It's just for this week, though. Trust me. Facebook, I'm back. Okay. Had to take a call. So y'all missed it. We did make our mocktail. And here is the Minty Crème Brûlée mocktail. And it does look like a hot chocolate. However, it's steamed milk. It's kind of like a homemade hot chocolate because it's steamed milk, chocolate syrup, whipped topping. We have at the top, we have a candied topping that I kind of like flambé. Is that the word? Brulee. And it is peppermint and sugar. And it, we did a little fire action. And then we just stuck a peppermint spoon in and we taste. And you can see the chocolate at the bottom. How cute. And it's not too sweet. It's not too chocolatey. Okay. Did I do that right, y'all? Or is it supposed to be this way? Because I know one is like clock it and one is you ate. I don't know which one is which, but we're just going to do both of them because I think clock it and I ate. I don't know. All right. Now let's get down to the get down and go ahead and make our cocktail. And for those of you who were on Facebook earlier and you saw that I had the snowman cups out, I'm changing them to the clear because I want you to be able to see it. So this is just another cup of milk. I probably have more than a cup in here. Yeah. It's still warm. So we're going to pour that into our, no, we're not, because, hold on, let me get to the recipe, child. Okay. In a separate mug, a shaker, okay. Okay. I had to follow my recipe. So in a shaker, we are going to go in with 1.5 ounces of Pinnacle. This is whipped. You could use the whipped or they said they have, I think it's a marshmallow, but I'm going with the whipped. So we're going to go in with 1.5 ounces of the whipped Pinnacle. And y'all, don't judge me. This is my first time ever buying Pinnacle. Now, I've had cocktails at the bar and restaurants made with it, but I ain't never bought it. So I heard it's real good if you want to like take shots of it. But right now we're making a cocktail. So we have our 1.5 ounces of Pinnacle. Then we're going to go in with 3/4 ounces of whipped which is creme de cacao, which is a chocolate liqueur. I poured a little too much. I poured almost an ounce. We don't want that much. And we're just going to pour it. And I'm using just a little mini shaker tonight. All right. In a separate mug. Shaker whipped. Okay. All right. So we have that. And now we're going to go ahead and top it. All right. All right, so now we're going to pour our milk in our cup, our glass, our, what is it? Coffee cup. Then we're going to go in with a quarter teaspoon of our peppermint extract. And if you like yours extra minty, you can go in with a little bit more, which I do. All right, we're not going to go in with any of the syrup for the mocktail. For the cocktail, because we already have that creme de cacao, which has a sweet element. All right, and now we are going to pour in our mixture here. Oh, that smells amazing. Oh my gosh, that smells good. Y'all, I be making a mess. I got a sink full of dishes starting up over here. All right, so we have that in there. And then it says that if I wanted to swirl just a smidge of chocolate, since I gave that one a little chocolate, we're going to give this one a little chocolate too. Not much, just a little. All right. That way you can kind of see. I guess I should put some on this side too. That's a whole lot of chocolate. I hope it don't mess up my drink. All right. So there we have our creme de cacao. We have our pinnacle whipped. We have our steamed milk. We have our peppermint extract. And now we're going to top it with some whipped topping. Now, after that, we are going to go in with our peppermint and sugar topping. And we're just going to sprinkle it on. Sprinkle. I don't know why they said use a tablespoon. That's a lot of sugar. I'm going to put this away, though, and use this for another cocktail over the weekend, probably. All right. Now we are going to try to go in and with our fire. And it is shiny. It's very shiny, very glossy. All right. We added a little bit extra, and then we're going to go in with our peppermint spoon. And there we have our Minty Crème Brûlée cocktail. They look the same, but they're a little bit, this one is a little darker. The mocktail is a little darker than the cocktail. Now let's try it and see. Now look, let's see what this whipped pinnacle is giving. Ooh. It tastes like marshmallows, but it says it's whipped. Now and the mint, oh gosh, okay. Baby, this is so good. Hey, Mel, look, you all late. We about to end, honey. This is so good. I love the mintiness of it. I love the whipped. That is so good. Oh my gosh. Okay. I have found something new for my Christmas. So y'all know I love my peppermint vodka, but this pinnacle with this peppermint extract and the crushed peppermint on the top and this whipped topping, baby, it's amazing. I told you 8 o'clock. I don't be playing. You know, when I say 8 o'clock or a time, I'm trying to be on time. Oh, and for those of you who are new, y'all check out the top. This is Lux Alinea. And who owns Lux Alinea? This girl right here. This girl right here. So this is the green, and I thought it was very fitting because we're doing mint. You know, mint leaves are green, even though the peppermint, we got the red for the red peppermint. We just made our mocktail and our cocktail. Amazing. So the recipes are in the description box here on YouTube. So if you're on Facebook, thank y'all for joining. The recipes are going to be over on my YouTube page, and that is Simply Tanya Renee. That is my name on YouTube. So you can get the recipes off of there. It will have the measurements and everything for you. Thank y'all for joining me. And once again, cheers to you. Thank you for joining me on my first live. Yeah, I know I got a lot going on. Don't judge me. judge somebody else. There's that. So we're going to take a little sip from my snow globe. And I'll talk to y'all tomorrow on Facebook tonight. Okay, back to my YouTube people. That's a lot. I don't see how people be going live like on multiple devices at once. I got ADHD for real. Like, I'm not joking. So my mind is already in a million places, and I really do have squirrel brain a lot. So I'm trying to like, am I supposed to talk to them? That's too much for Tanya. Now, when I get a little bit bigger and I can like have everything right here in front of me and I ain't got to turn, then that's how we're going to do it. But how y'all been? I missed y'all last week. Thank you, Neek. I missed y'all so much last week. But I just had to take a break. And I hope you guys are enjoying the Christmas shirt, mug, and sock days. Or today I didn't have a mug because I knew I was doing this tonight. But I did make the snow globe. And I had on my Christmas leggings. But I just want to do something different because y'all know I normally do Vlogmas. But I knew I wasn't going to have it in me to do Vlogmas this year because it's a lot going on with me. I have my first bride. So y'all know I'm getting back into event planning. And you've been good. That's good. I'm glad you've been good, sis. I'm getting back into event planning. So I'm working with the bride right now. And I am, y'all know I'm working with my Lux Alinea, my brand. So I got a lot going on. So I needed to take a break. Your daughter's home for the winter now? Is she home till spring semester? Yes, booked and busy all 2026. That's the plan. So, Neek, if your daughter is home, tell her I said, hey, Niecy Pooh. Your internet auntie says hi. Awesome. Tell her internet auntie said, hey. So, again, thank y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining me tonight. Y'all know I try to do just like 30 minutes for these lives because I don't want to hold y'all too long. I don't want to, like I just said earlier at the beginning, I'm not forcing nothing. I don't have anything else up here to talk about, nothing else to mix, nothing to make. I want to do something more, though, with this little torch situation. Yes, Lane, you're going to have to catch the replay. Thank you, Neek. Thank you so much. So she gets married in August of next year. But you know how planning a wedding and stuff, we are looking at her venues and stuff now. So we're getting all of that squared away. But I'm really enjoying Lane. Here is the snow globe with a sparkling wine on top. I poured wine on the top so you can see that it's still frozen down. The rosemary is still standing still. And so that's all the wine that's left in here, but the rest is still frozen. So you can pour a couple of drinks in, like you will be able to drink from your snow globe, for a few times, like if you're having guests over or if you wanted to make them and take them to like an event with you because they're frozen solid. That's what we got. So on the shorts, I showed how I made it, but you can make it with any type of glass. You can do it with a wide mouth coupe. You can do it with a stemless wine. Where's the stemless wine glass though? You can do it with a stemless wine glass. And all you do is you put your cranberries in the bottom, add some water, and then you can get you a sprig of rosemary. So depending on the depth of your glass, make sure your sprig of rosemary is tall enough so that you can actually hold it to stabilize it. Once it's stable, then you sit it in the freezer and let it freeze solid. Once it's frozen solid, you can take it out and you can enjoy whatever kind of drink in it you want. If you want a rosé for people, and it's great for kids too. You can do lemonade. You can do whatever kind of drink. I would say make sure it's something light though. That way, when you're drinking out of the glass, you can still enjoy the beauty of the cranberries and the rosemary the rosemary. Because I'm thinking if you pour like a fruit punch or whatever, you won't really be able to see your cranberries. And you want to, that's the aesthetic. This is what you want to see. You want to see let me see if I can drink the rest of this wine. All right. So you want to be able to see all of that when you are having your drink to make it, really festive and Christmassy. You probably could do it with strawberries. If you like dice up some strawberries, you could do it with probably any fruit that would, in blueberries, like just to do something different so that you can put it in, make sure that it's not releasing a lot of water so that it can freeze completely solid, because you're going to have water in here already. So you want to make sure that it's not something that's going to have a lot of sugar in it, because you know if it's a lot of sugar, it's not going to freeze solid. So for strawberries, since they do carry more sugar than cranberries, if you use them, I would say make sure you pat them dry, like put them in a paper towel and make sure you dry them really well so that when they freeze, you're not having a lot of sugar that's getting out into your water, so that your water can freeze solid for your cocktail. But anyway, we have our Minty Crème Brûlée mocktail and cocktail. They're both delicious. I'm going to finish this one. This one is a little too chocolatey for me, but it is still good. We have our little peppermint spoons in here. And on the top, we have whipped topping and a candy topping of sugar and crushed candy cane to give it that sugary topping. I'm going to put that in a little bag because we have our Christmas Eve party coming up. So I'm probably going to use that at the Christmas Eve party. But anyway, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. For those of you who are watching the replay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Remember to comment down below. Let's get the conversation going. If you have some ideas before next Wednesday gets here or next Thursday, whichever one I go live, drop down in the comments and give me some ideas of some Christmassy holiday drinks that you would like me to try. But with all of that said, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I will talk to you next week. Good night. Bye.